This is my new Jeep. It's a VS410 chassis chopped with a Tamiya YJ body that's like widened somehow. I'm not 100% sure. And painted this god-awful blue color. And we're going to go over it right now. This is a truck that I saw, I think, in 24 at Rocktober. It was all put together and everything, and it was originally built by a guy named Mark out in California. I'll put his Instagram up here. You can go look at all of his stuff. Dude really likes wide body stuff. He puts big fender flares on 90% of the things that I saw. And he built this at some point in time, I would assume in 23, 24. It was sold, made its way down to Kentucky, and I saw it at Rocktober in 24. I wanted it then. I asked about it. The price was a little higher than what I wanted. This used to be on TRX 4 axles, and it had like some, I don't really know, I wouldn't call them knockoff wheels, but kind of cheaper wheels. And to me, buying the whole thing just was not worth it, even if I took part of it apart, sold that to try and get the base price, I guess, down, and then built it back up. So it changed hands a few times last year, and then eventually, like in January, my friend Mike ended up with it. He ended up parting it out because he wanted some parts off of it and then had this. Luckily, I saw the post like 3 minutes after he posted it. I hit him up and said, hey, I would love to have that YJ. Let's figure something out. He and I were complete opposite shifts, so after a few, I think it was like 2 days, we actually had gotten to where we had made a deal. He shipped this out. USPS took it on a tour of the damn country. So I finally got it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these VFDs. I'm not real sure which one I'm going to use. And then I'm going to take a set of F10Ts and I'm going to put it under this. I don't know anything about it. I hit up Mark and said, hey, can you send me some pictures of how this used to go together as far as a servo, because it's very open up here. And he was like, I don't have any pictures. As soon as I post them on Instagram, I erase them. Okay, fair enough. So I guess we're going to figure out steering with this as well. So I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to speed this up into about 20 times the actual speed. I'm going to get the axles under this. I'll probably have to play with links. I may have to actually make some links, which I do have a video for. If you are interested in that, I'll put it in the description. How's that? There's a link to there. So I'm going to get this at least like presentable as far as sitting on its own, and then we'll be back. So here we go. Okay, so front axle is in. It's pushed forward, I believe, a little bit farther than it was, but I'm using stock VS410 front links. I tried to put the panhard on. The way this bumper attaches is to the outside of the frame. Speaking of the frame, if you're familiar with a VS410, right after those 4 bolt holes on the side, this thing is lopped off. Then it's got another hole like drilled in it for the bumper, which I don't really like, to tell you the truth. I'm I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it exactly. I'm going to have to find a servo mount, cut the servo mount down all the way up until those bolt holes, and then try to put this in and see if I can get a servo in there. I do have this axle mounted servo mount. Anyway, I have this. I've got these wheels and tires mounted up. They're the only 1.9s that I have on wheels that have hubs. I'm not 100% sure how that happened, but that is what it is. So this gets the Frankenstrat wheels and some 4.75 crawlers. It looks super freaking awesome. It's sitting on some 96 millimeter drafts, I believe. These are the older ones with the taller rod end at the top, and it squats this thing. One of the things I figured out, the whole thing's kind of heavy-ish, but when I started taking this body off, it's really freaking heavy for what it is. And then I took the interior out. I don't know what this shit is made of. It's made of like 1/8-inch thick styrene that's got braces. This interior is so unnecessarily heavy. Super rigid, but good God is it heavy. So I'm not 100% sure what I'll do there. The battery does go back here in this big ass box. I really don't love that. I could run some super small like 854S packs, because this will obviously always run on 4S because that's what I run everything on. So as long as I stay small, I don't think it'll be that bad, but I would really like to figure something else out. I don't love this, but for right now, I'm so far from figuring out where the battery goes that it doesn't really matter. So this is as far as I got for right now. I'm going to go eat some food, and then I'll be right back, and we'll put the rear end in, and we'll figure all that out, and then I will start on the servo depending on how long this runs. So that is what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. Time out for a second. Have you thought about becoming a channel member? Channel members, it's cheap for one, and you get to see videos a day early. You get to see things behind the scenes, and you get to see things that are for sale first. So that goes from my members to my group. If you have not already, check me out on Facebook groups at Bullman Built RC group. And then also I have a page for the channel, and then I have a page that you can actually befriend for the channel. It is both Bullman Built RC and an Instagram. So there's 4 different ways that you can keep track of everything that I'm doing. I don't know why you're not. It's free, and I try not to be annoying, which is one of the things I hate about content creators, is they post 47 times a day in 32 different groups, and it's the same stuff, and I get tired of seeing people. So I try not to do that. I try to be kind of like once a day, maybe. So if you're into that, check those out. Anyway. I did get this all together. I did have to pretty much fix the rear shocks. I had red caps, I think, because I only had certain caps in certain colors and offsets, and I was trying to do something else. But I got the black 96mm drafts front and rear now with black caps and black seats and all that stuff. So that's all good to go. I did end up getting the transmission in here. I assumed that this was built with a regular VFD just because it's a little smaller. However, once I got to try to put the transmission in, I realized that it had a twin skid. So I had to put the VFD that I planned on putting in it back and then get a twin. Once I got the twins out, like your mom. Once I got the VFD twin box out and started putting things together, I needed to make a transmission for this. So I got that all put in. Now, being that this is a portal truck, even though it has TRX4s, I don't know what exactly was going on, but it's made with a twin, and the fact that it was made a couple years ago makes me wonder if this chassis as a whole, as far as rails and skid and transmission go, weren't actually part of a OG Phoenix with the twin and the portals. Even though it had TRX4 portals, I don't know what was going on, but that's just my assumption. I would never have built this around a twin if a VFD was an option, so I kind of just have to assume that it wasn't an option. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I actually took one of the twins I have with the arms, the shift arms that are cut off, and then they're right at the nub where you can put the set screw in them. So I clicked it into the low overdrive area and then also to the full drive over here. They're lopped off. You put the covers on and it at least makes it a little bit slimmer. So I've got that in there. I don't really think this is going to need dig or massive amounts of overdrive because it only is like an 11.5-inch wheelbase. I have been looking at it a little bit more. I think there's some weight I can take out of the interior, and there are some places that I can definitely improve this thing. I am going to mess with the mounting of the bumper. I may end up actually hard mounting it to the chassis, but I also don't know if this chassis is going to stay because it literally has like 10 extra holes per side where they're just like drilled in. I don't know what was going on. And then I've got to find a servo mount. I thought about just using this regular mount and chopping it down, so we're gonna have to see how that goes as well. I just really wanted to get this together because I got a slider and I'm waiting on the stubby burb to dry. I'm literally just sanding it. I'm gonna have a video for it later to show you kind of what I've done. That should be maybe next week, if not a little sooner. So I also got these wheels. I got these yesterday from Kirby. I'm going to go over more of those in a different video, but it does have some new wheels on it that are black now that kind of matches better, and I still hate the blue. So now that this is just sitting, it can sit on the shelf and at least be presentable. And once I get back from probably Beat the Creek, I will start sanding this down, taking it apart, and go from there. But for right now, that's pretty much it. I thoroughly appreciate you watching, and I will see you later. Bye!